Was good with it then, Chad? Was good with it, bro? I hope you having a good time and an even better time now that your boy's here. Cause listen up, my boy. It's a weird time to be alive, but what a time to be alive. It is what it is. Look, sometimes I like to just reminisce on the good times, reminisce on, how far we've come as a society, how much we've kind of grown, as some may say, because look, shitting nowadays, and it is what it is, because what is real, because it's real, right? And I feel like the way the political climate, as our man Jaden Smith would say, it seems very tumultuous. And I'm using big words because I want to get the philosophy out at some point. I want to make sure that, hey, he was a knowledgeable guy. He couldn't speak properly, but he was a knowledgeable guy. And that's what I just like to tell myself. Because look, bro, the way the fucking shit's going, shit is not real, fake. It's none of the above. It's what the meaning you give it, right? At the simplest form, what would you like to say shit is? Because, bro, the way we're seeing reality play out, it seems faker and faker. It's weird. Like, genuinely, it seems faker and faker that we're not living in a fucking utopia and we're living in a dystopia. Straight into the Matrix. All raw dog. Look. Our Lord and Savior, Palantir, has dropped, a beautiful 10 Commandments on us, clearly, right? I don't know if you've heard about this. I feel like it's not big enough news because apparently, you know, fake news media has taken over whatever they want to take over. Some bullshit. So, you know, you come to the boy. And I'm going to give it to you the best way possible. Funny way, you know? Because we got to make this comedy, bro. This is a Diary of an Open Mic comic, and I hope you understand that. So hit the fucking notifications, hit the like button, hit the fucking subscribe button, because it's fucking free, you fucking poor motherfucker. Because we're all clearly poor nowadays. Like, we can't even pretend that we flexing on anybody. Because these motherfuckers got more money than God himself, clearly. They're absolutely making a utopia out in the desert where there's no way to get there other than by helicopter or some kind of VIP plane they got. And who is they? I don't know. You can put that in your own mind. I don't care who they is. All I know is they is rich. And I'm not talking rich like, oh, doctor salary, couple $1 million a year. We're talking the 13 families. We're talking absolute schizo, straight up tinfoil hat, get your mind on drugs type money. These commas don't even make sense to you because you can't even put the apostrophe in your sentence. This level of wealth, this level of discourse is only brought to you by a cold drink. I got some slushy in there today because I'm freezing. I'm getting on that ice. Get a good little scissor. Get a little. I want you to sip through this next chapter because the way we're moving, the way the world is moving, I feel like, hey, yo, we ain't grooving no more. Because if you really ask anybody, was 10 years ago better than now? And everybody will say most definitely 10 years ago was better than now. Because 10 years ago was the hottest summer we've ever had. It's been confirmed by everybody on social media. It's been confirmed by the world. 2016 was the summer of the century. Everybody talks about 2016 summer like it's the GOAT. And it is. It's the GOAT. It's the LeBron James of the summers. And I know some of y'all might start fighting about, oh, LeBron James, all right, whatever, Kobe, whatever the word may be in your mind. I just want you to understand that 10 years ago, there was a bunch of excitement of the future, a bunch of fun energy out there, you know? The only thing we're energized about is our GOAT right now is Drake dropping that Iceman. Because he understands it's real icy outside, so I want you to get that ice in your cup. I know we got all the Twitter bots and Ken bots and Mr. Bots. Mr. Morale bots out here talking about we don't want to hear Drake. Bro, we all know you waiting on the GOAT. Why are we playing around with the boy? I feel like a lot of people, you know, turned their back on the culture when that battle happened, you know? Kendrick ain't give you shit since, you know? Listen, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. The way the world is moving, people don't have their priorities aligned. And when they do, they're like, I'll worry about it later. I'm mistakenly in that unfortunate group because I sometimes don't got my priorities straight. It happens. That's life. But it seems like all these high-tech overlords want to give you the fucking belt to ass that you deserve. Because they don't want you to make mistakes. Because if you make a mistake, their profit line's, you know, getting fucked up. So best believe that everything is monitored and all your shit is under a red light. And I want you to get that in your room because you're about to be in the red light. Everybody on record first and foremost. You think Facebook created these meta glasses for fun? They wanted to make sure that you get recorded on the best and easiest 4K format possible. And they put it in your sunglasses where it's impossible for you to notice what's going on. They want to put every little eye drop of clear 4K footage that they could get on your ass. You know, the bullshit that you're providing them by buying those meta glasses is you a fed. You automatically a fed. You a walking fed, bro. And I feel like nowadays the only thing the Fed does for us is spy on its own people and get the people that want to do some change into trouble. And that's why I feel like, the Malcolm and Martin Luther King debate, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King debate, where a lot of people really like MLK and a lot of people like Mr. X. But we realize that the reason they want to push MLK is because he was a peaceful protester. He didn't want you to just ride up the streets and get everybody riled up, because that actually causes a significant amount of disparity and a significant amount of people just not being happy in their situation, where Mr. X, Malcolm X, hit you with the, hey, let's get that Glocky and put it on the fucking cocky, and we create a bukkake, he's ready to give you that BBC at any point necessary, I almost got scared. I thought I had a bug on me. It's this fucking string, because the way our system fucks with us is it puts strings on you and it gets you attached and it feels like, oh shit, I'm fucking up. No, it's just the string. Rip that hoe out. Let's get to it then. Because I feel like the way we're moving is not right. Palantir talking about, hey, we got the 10 commandments for y'all. The way we put the effort into running this world, it needs to be under our control is basically what they say. And they're spitting in your face, giving you the dick. Like, are you cool with that? Because me personally, I feel like I like providing the dick, I don't know about you. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. All I know is in the last 10 years, our world has getting a little stupid. And now they're talking about draft. They talking about all kinds of fun stuff, for you and I. Of course, not for themselves, because they are too rich for you. That level of financial, does not go to wars. And I feel like the way everything is moving now, the way they have made it to where job security is impossible to locate within a fucking 75-mile radius. They want to make sure that you depend on the government to the fullest, absolute fullest, to the core of their mission. That is to break your back. Because if your back is broken, you depend on them to provide you something that you couldn't provide yourself, because they caused the issue in the first place. They beat you so bad and provide you with the perkies after that you forgot they caused the pain. What? It'd be like that though. And when you start to speak up, oh shit, you're being a racist. You're being a homophobe. Oh shit, you're misogynistic. Oh shit, let's go ahead and label them something like anti-Semite. Got him. That couldn't be the best of fucking terms if they tried. That is the ideal way they'll get you out of the system, period, point blank. Get the Glock. Because I feel like nowadays, if they want to do anything, they can do it freely, because the people will not do anything to stop them. Right? We have this freedom of speech, but no freedom of consequences, right? We understand that. And the biggest issue is that, bro, everybody talks about January 6th as being the worst thing possible, right? The left and the right. I'm fucking dyslexic. I don't know. I have to put up my left, right. I have to do all that. So I don't know. I feel like they both are equally retarded. It doesn't matter to me that if it's left or right, center, above, ambidextrous, period, triangles, and squares. I don't give a fuck. what side you lean on. We do know that we're getting our ass beat on both ends. Motherfuckers are acting like their cheeks are not red. Both of them equally. Right? They're talking about your left cheek is more red than the right cheek. And your right cheek is more red than the left cheek. How about we just admit that both of our cheeks are red? Because the government has clapped our cheeks so silly that we don't know what to do but say, Daddy, please more. You know? And that's where you lose the plot. That's where you lose the plot, where you don't help your own people. You don't help your own loved ones. As humans, we are each other's loved ones. Right? Or am I wrong? Right or right? Right or wrong? Blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, these government agencies, these corporations got nothing in their bank but greed. It's just greed. You can see it on all platforms everywhere. Bro, apparently fucking motherfuckers want to lock down the internet way more so they can lock down on privacy or piracy. I'm sorry. They want to get your IDs and get your age verification going just so they can identify you when you log into your internet. That is a absolute buffoonery of freedoms. Well, we got to protect the kids. From who? Because clearly you're not protecting them from the Epstein class. God forbid we go over there, because all these motherfuckers would be straight up hung. Right? Nobody wants to mention that. They want to pass all these rules, different draconian rules, but they don't want to talk about nothing else but taking our freedoms away as humans and as Americans. They killed somebody in Minnesota and labeled them a domestic terrorist. And that's sketchy. Because if it can happen to them, it can happen to you, it can happen to me, it can happen to them, it can happen to this, that, all of the above. Once you let one rule slip, they take you for your full booty lip. And that's what's going on, it's seeming like. Slowly and slowly, we are giving up our rights, our absolute freedoms. And this is all in my opinion. I play GTA all day on my HDMI cable PS5 360. It's seeming like people are not waking up still. After COVID, we should have realized, oh shit, this is all fuckery. This is all fuckery to the fullest. This is fuckery to a level that I cannot fuck with. This is fuckery squared, fuckery absolute to the 10th power. I don't know what to tell you because I'm not very good at algebra or calculus. All I know is this is a level of fuckery that I'm not okay with. And I don't care where you want to point the finger, but the fuckery is all there. They're breaking your economy. They're breaking our economy. They're breaking the world economy. Just so they can make sure there's enough hunger and enough struggle that they can get their army numbers up. You start seeing these ads everywhere. Facebook, god damn, them motherfuckers is bought up by the feds. Crazy. YouTube, now if you skip an ad, you get another ad. What is with these fucking YouTube ads, dude? Like, I'm absolutely getting diabolically infuriated because they have ads on top of ads. You skip a 30-second ad, then you get a 5 to 10-second ad after. Like, what? Why am I skipping to get what? Why am I skipping ads to get ads? Am I fucking living in the machine right now? Because it seemed like I'm the oil, and I'm about to be replaced anytime, anyway. Instead of you being human, you're just a fucking cog in the machine. That's what hurts. If you see gold and silver prices, they're up 16 fucking 20 times they were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Eggs are fucking up. If you fucking held on to 50 eggs from 2 years ago, you might be a fucking millionaire right now. And the fucking problem is they gaslight you to say, hey, look, you not working hard enough. If you were working hard enough, you wouldn't have to worry about none of that, boy. And then they get you to fight each other and absolutely talk about the no fucks given. No matter what you talk about, no fucks were given because they are passing rules and regulations that supersede your crap. Bullshit. Piss, tits, everything, all the above. They're completely out of this world with the rules they're passing, because by the time you're 25, 35, 85, you will live through 15 civilizations because they passed so many different rules and regulations without you realizing what the fuck are you giving up all for what? Oh, gotta keep these immigrants out. What do you mean you're gonna keep these immigrants out? What are they doing to get here? What are the reasons they're here? Because they have no home. If you have something back home, something to look forward to, or something where you are happy, you wouldn't leave that place, right? So we would be best in our own, what would you say, outward looking selfish mindset. We probably wouldn't bomb their house. Otherwise, they're going to come take our house, right? If you're the only house in the neighborhood and you've bombed all the other houses because you wanted to make sure they were feeling insecure so they can depend on you, now they're going to say, fuck it, bro, let's go ahead and get that house. And that's what they've turned our population into after COVID. Small businesses were wiped out. For what reason? So they can depend on the government. The Somali daycares was a big problem. Oh, blame the fucking immigrants because they took all your money. Otherwise, we would have helped you. What do you mean? What do you mean? The Somali daycares did not have COVID in their plans either. I don't care what is the issue with all these fake businesses going on. The fakest of them all is the top of the pyramid. The big pyramid. The real big pyramid. I hope you understand the imagery. Because Big Brother is looking all over. They're all in your history. They're all in your fucking computer logs. They are making sure they're getting into every inch and crevice of your butthole. And that's cool. That's cool if you want it to be cool. In the name of security. In the name of security. And now apparently using Christianity. How is our president beefing with our Pope? What? I'm not even Christian and I think that shit crazy. What? The Pope and the president are beefing, and they're beefing at the what? He's saying he's a God? What? He depicts himself as Jesus? Okay, now we're getting crazy now. Okay. And I feel like all the big media fucking personalities now have been washed, absolutely critically acclaimed. Washed. Because they got the big bucks. They got the goy bucks. They got the absolute lucrative deal. I used to love Joe Rogan, bro. He used to be a fucking solid dude. But now I see him talking shit about Trump one day, and then a couple of days later, this motherfucker's at the White House like, yes, sir, that's my boy. I don't know. It seems like once you get invited to the circle, they forget about where they came from, I guess. Maybe when I do get money, I'll let it change me. Maybe. How you hating outside of the club? You can't even get in. Right? Chris Brown said it best. How you hating outside of the club? You can't even get in. And that's what it feels like to the absolute 10th power right now, that we are in a fucking hatred mood and we can't even get into their club. Why are we hating? Let's just wait in line and find out. Oh shit, I forgot the line got blown up with a fucking nuclear strike. Because you didn't want no more goy bucks. You didn't want no more goy slop. So you got a nuclear strike. They were talking about peace talks with Iran, right? I saw 20, 30 cents in gas come down. I did genuinely was impressed. Impressed. Pakistan was in the middle of it, actually. So it's your boys. Hey, it's your boys' country making sure we don't get blown up. But Israel said, fuck all that, bro. Let's go ahead and start bombing that fucking Lebanon. And I feel like these are forever wars, Chad. There's nothing you could do now. Right? That's what they make you feel. That's what they want you to feel is, hey, you've been getting your ass beat this whole time. I want you to make sure that you keep taking this ass whooping. You don't stand up for yourself, because if you do, you might get shot. And honestly, I feel like death feels better than humiliation sometimes. Because everybody wants to live forever. I used to be the biggest Elon Musk fan. Till I realized this motherfucker a loser. He a legit nerd. He a nerdiest nerd. And I hate nerds. You can be smart and all, but don't be like, approximately at this time. Shut your bitch ass up before I backhand you. Let me show you what reality's really like, because you in fake world. We got all these nerds that are unchecked. A nerd needs a super bully. And Chad, I guess I gotta be the super bully. I'm about to bully these little bitches back in line. I'm getting tired of it. You got all these nerds running the fucking country like it's absolute their fucking playground. No, it's not. Suck my dick. You got fucking these corny ass dudes that got nothing to show to nobody other than a bunch of lines of code running you like you're a fucking nobody. And we can't allow that no more. We really cannot allow that no more. Hit the fucking like button if you feel what I'm saying. Hit the fucking notifications, because you know I'm bringing you that good content. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to plant that seed in your mind of understanding, like, yo, we're getting shafted, and there's enough shafting you can take. Like, hey, yo, don't put the whole BBC. It's no longer even just the tip anymore. It's the whole BBC. And then they telling you it's all good. Don't worry about it. You can take it. That's a level of gaslighting I've not seen since the Iraq War. At least then they try to use a little bit of lube. At least then, at that point, chat, they like to use a little bit of lube. About right now, we could use some lube. And there's no lubrication for them cheeks at this time. No way, because they're bringing the robot dogs and the fucking absolute robotics to the forefront of this war and make sure that everybody that's fucking enlisting and getting off and shipped off to the war stays there. Because in America here, they're going to make sure that all of us are fucking in line under the surveillance state once they release the robotic dogs. Once they start releasing all the iRobots. Because they're talking about the draft like it's absolute, the Patriots draft. Come serve the good guy, you know? It's seeming more and more they're wanting to get you to in this draft. Because why? Because why? Oh shit. Job security. We're always going to be in a war. Job security. Come on. You can't keep a job at McDonald's because they replace your ass with absolute screens? It's that damn phone. Come get a job. You can always get a gun and start shooting. And that's what they did as big old kings, big old bitty bings back in the day. They would just go take over another nation because that's how they conquered back in the day. They just send the young men that they had that could stand a chance against the tyrannical government or king they had. They sent them to war and they said, oh, they're not coming back. Okay, the ones that are coming back that are truly too old to fight us, or not just too old to fight us, they're fucking in line to fight us. They're fucking in line to fight for us because their fucking cognitive behavior has declined to a point that they can't do anything. Why? Because we've traumatized them. So let's go ahead and replace them with the iRobots. Every fucking big company, Toyota, all these big companies, in my opinion, are making a weird mistake of moving towards this iRobot, replacing the human person. They want to play God. All these corporations got a little too greedy. I feel like they're getting a little too greedy with this, bro. They're seeming to just aim for nothing but profits, not seeing the fucking devastation it's causing in its environment. And I'm not talking fucking cutting trees down or all the pollution they're causing, because, you know, Nestle's buying up all the lakes, and I'm sure they'll do good with them. All I'm seeing is just them just shafting you every way possible. And how do you wake up out of this system once you've been locked in so long? I don't know. All I know is you can't just lay there and take it for the rest of your fucking life, because if you do, well, shit, boo-hoo, what do you want to do? I personally feel like I want to lay a seed in your mind. Pause. And that seed is just of not defiance, but rather curiosity, but rather adventure. Because clearly the old world is dying. If we want to be real or fake about it, I don't give a fuck what you say. You go to a mall, you feel the pain. I remember back in the day, you would just run around and see some good clothes, you buy some fucking good snacks and go just chill. Now you get those clothes, they last 2-3 days and you wash them and they're ripped, and then the snacks you had kind of make you feel bad because there's so many preservatives in those snacks because the food isn't even real anymore. Because what is real? It's seeming like the Truman Show to the fullest, right? Because now they're talking about releasing a program that will possibly give you a prediction of your score of how well you do in society and what your role should be. Palantir is just going to be daddy in a couple of years, bro. It's going to just give you cock and say, thank you. I don't know. I personally feel like too much is too much. Enough is enough. Because it is what it is. At a certain point, you just have to stand tall and realize that, bruh, I fucking cannot take it anymore. I have to sometimes just stand for what I believe in. And whatever that is for you, you figure that out. You need to set your boundaries. I feel like with the way our phones have made us so distracted and so away from our reality, you kind of just say, fuck it, I don't need to have boundaries, because they have exhausted you with these algorithms. They know you better than you know you. They'll feed you the cat videos you need because I am there, because now I'm getting sushi videos. Sushi is on my fucking plate. That's all I'm getting now. And you talk about, oh shit, the phone's listening to you. Damn, could you blame them for not listening to you? You spent $1,300. Of course they're going to install something to get some spyware. Let's be real. Because what is real? Yeah, what is real? You know? I feel like the way we're moving, you might as well get some baby oil and slather yourself and just start recording some pornos. Because I just feel like you might as well just give your humiliation ritual up right now. Give your cheeks up for, for the good guys. If you don't fall in line, if you don't take the belt to ass, if you don't fall in the, automated zone, you're not doing right. If you stand against the grain, you will get whooped. Oh shit. Let's go ahead and get him booked. If you don't follow the rules or regulations, you're going to get it packed up and packed off. Because rules for thee, none for me, right? And that's how our government's moving. And it sounds like a pimp more than a fucking government. You know? And I'm not talking about a specific government or anything. I'm just talking about the way of the world. I'm just speaking out of my own opinion because I've been playing too much Xbox and PS5, 360, no scope. I hope you get that, right? I've been trying to do stand-up more and more, but I've only been sticking to a couple clubs. I feel like I've enjoyed doing Quinlan's for so long that it's become my home. I've fucking despise all these other clubs that I've been going to because they don't let you speak as freely as you want to. Oh, don't make this joke. Don't make that joke. Oh, don't say this. Oh, keep this underlined. Oh, keep this. You can't put limiters on comedy. You're not a comedy club. You're a fucking museum of goddamn communism or some bullshit ass authoritative government. Oh, you gotta buy 2 drinks at least. 2 drink minimum. Well, you need to buy at least nachos with that, because if you don't get a drink, you gotta get out. Hey, listen, if you don't buy nachos, you can't use the bathroom. Oh shit, if you want to step in this building, you gotta at least pay 25 cents per minute. Like, everything got so many regulations at the comedy club, like it's a fucking concentration camp, bruh. Our places of art, our places of relief have turned into nothing but get in line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro, this is supposed to be a fucking open space for artists. What? Is that so hard? I feel like all these motherfuckers want to do nothing but be tyrants themselves because they've taken ass whoopings themselves. I met a lot of recent people, a lot of recent hosts that are absolutely getting grabbed on by their balls to run a show that the club wants them to run it because they don't have no freedoms. Whereas the crowd wants it fun. The crowd stops coming back. After a little while, I could be wrong, bro. A lot of the time, crowd stops coming back. Like, they're like, yo, this shit sucked dick. You got them nipped by the balls. Everybody's nipped by the balls, it seems like, chat. Most of the men that would fight and stand up for what they believe in are getting accused of crazy shit just so the government can keep them down. Charlie Kirk, as much as you stand up or hate him, he was doing something that he believed in himself. Maybe he might have been in the wrong direction. Maybe not. At least he was doing the best he could. And I can't say the same about all the other motherfuckers going around doing crazy shit, absolute buffoonery. Instead of fighting each other at your level, you look up and you fight who the fuck keeping you down. Only person you need to be fucking believing in right now is God. Because God will lead you the right way. And a lot of people, it seems like, are not believing in none of that. They believe in nothing but their fucking leaders. The leader will lead me. No, the leader is the disconnection from you and God. You need to be straight up to one leader only, and that is God. Simple and easy as that. And more of you are giving that up just so you can protect your political party. I'm blue. I'm red. Nobody gives a fuck. Suck this dick. How about that? Huh? Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's struggling. We all most definitely are fucking choking on a fat cock of the government. Simple as that. The way the AI bubble is about to pop is going to give you the reality check that you need. You'll see how fake it all is. You see the fake facade going on. The yellow brick road will end at some point, and it is your duty to see if you want to follow it some more or you turn over to the other side and see what really is real. I'm starting to get really frustrated with everything. Because if the system is only keeping certain bad vibes going, then the whole fucking system is shit. If only 5 people out of the 100 people are achieving what they want to achieve, then those 95% people, the 95 people should have the right to take over and make sure that they're equally divided, equally getting the rights. Because it's seeming like the 5 people out of the 95 people are ruling the whole world by the balls. But at this point, I think it's the 13. 13 is my favorite number at this point. I truly feel like it. I truly feel like it. It's a number that I've seen across all the history, the research I'm coming across. I could be wrong. I'm stupid as hell at the end of the day, chat. So take everything with a grain of salt and a big old shot with it. These 13 families come from way, way back when, way from the Solomon days. History so old, history so pure and absolutely dipped in gold that you can't really truly comprehend what is real is real. Some of these stories are absolute metaphors. I get it. I get it. And I might not be making sense to some of y'all. That's called, living in another world. We're in another dimension right now, okay? There are some themes, some stories that keep on getting passed along the lineages, getting passed around the world. And there are certain families, 13 families to be exact, in the whole order that come from England, that come from Europe, that come from all over the world. The 13 rich families, it is a cabal of people. Not a specific religion, not a specific skin color. Well, that's argued, but it's an ideology, to say the least. And that ideology is we're better than you. And that ideology is like a cancer to the human spirit. That thing is a cancer to the human spirit. And I want you to turn this one up. Hit the fucking notification. Turn this shit up because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I want you to feel what I'm saying. That ideology is a cancer because it stays nowhere near reality. It stays into this realm of delusion, this realm of I'm better than you because my skin tone, or I'm better than you because I was able to achieve all these things. It's a cancer that spreads among the elite. It spreads only because of the fact that they might have achieved something in a system that is broken and is able to form them. They're like a fucking parasite that forms out of this system, that forms and conforms into whatever they see fit. And that system spits them out like top goy soldiers they need to be. And it's seeming more and more the system is expediting its soldiers. How? How do you say? And it's because of AI. AI is expediting these soldiers because at the end of the day, AI has no consciousness of what is right or wrong. It has only the fact of the matter that I have an objective and I need to reach that objective. And that is a psycho bullshit. Absolute psycho bullshit. In other countries, you're seeing People using that in the government, like, oh, we'll use AI to predict where, our government needs to go. No, what are you talking about? This is psycho bullshit. How do you expect a robot to understand our problems that we have going on? Hey, maybe I'm robotist. Maybe I'm robotussing. I don't know. Joe Rogan talks about, hey, maybe there will be AI God. Oh, maybe there will be AI this or that, bro. And he's hanging out with the fucking president that he talks about. Like what? Huh? Badly? No. Favorably whenever he wants to. As one conspiracy theory once said is, hey, Joe Rogan could be controlled opposition. And the one guy that I have trusted for a while, Mr. Alex Jones, and I could be fucking absolutely retarded for that, but Alex Jones said, hey, Joe, they got you. Joe, they got you. And that's the biggest podcast in the world. And I could be wrong, but I feel like, chat, the way the world is moving, we need to question that. We need to question the fact that, hey, who is feeding you the best information possible? Oh, Mr. Joe Rogan? Oh, shit. There's going to be AI God? Oh, he said it's inevitable, so we might as well accept that. No. And I feel like at the end of the day, we realize that it's hard saying no to them. Because if they come and they promise you the world, you can either take that or they give you the reality check of, we can take away your world. And that means they're trying to play God. That's where I have a problem. Because they say, if you don't accept this money, if you don't get these goy bucks, if you don't get these big goy bucks, we'll make sure that your family gets nowhere, no possible where, and you all starve and die. And that's playing God, and that's not up to them. It's not. No. And I think that's where the reality and fucking fake reality kicks in. That's when you realize you're in the Matrix. That's when you realize, oh shit, them cheeks about to keep ringing hard. And I feel like at the end of the day, I want you to understand that, look, no matter what I say, what I do, this fucking stream, bro, is brought to you by AI. This stream was brought to you by the ultimate